Shalom, shalom. Following Yeshua. We're going to be in the rock. It got down to 24, 23 excuse me, degrees last night and held it for a couple hours, and gardens are still doing great. Turnips, curly leaf mustards, different cabbages. I'll show you this over here, and I'm going to answer a quick question. That'll be it. Radishes, beets, ground crops will usually, and then again, leaves for the insulation and to also feed your soil over the winter. Obviously, we know Swiss chard does great. And these are an Asian variety of mustards. The frost did touch them a little bit, but you see, everything's doing well. Hallelujah. Also, one of the things I like about this, I'll let some of these radishes go to seed. Same with the turnips, same with the beets, same with the curly leaf mustards, because they're developing a frost tolerance. This is like the 6th or 7th frost it's gone through. This is the lowest one it's gone through. So the plants are learning, they're adapting, and they're going to put that in their seed. Men, let that be a lesson. Your seed. But a question I was asked was, following Yeshua, would you ever allow people, or I'll leave it as that, people, or brother or sister, or move on to the rock? There's a lot going on in this world, and I'm looking for a group, or I'm looking to join, whatever. I don't want to go too in depth, because I've been getting that email a lot. I've been getting it a lot over the last year and a half, but especially in the last year. I'd say 5 a week. I only have 6,700 subscribers, 6,700 subscribers. And I'm getting it 4 or 5 times a week, and I'm sure people are probably sending it to different groups 4 or 5 times a week. But I'm getting it, and I just want to give a quick answer. The quick answer is, would I consider it? Yes, I would consider it. Yes, it's something that I have thought about. But no, it's not anything I take lightly. I'll put it like that. I don't take that lightly, because there's a word that I don't think a lot of people have an understanding of. But when you talk about something like that, you're talking about covenant. You're talking about a covenant with another man. And that's deep. That's deep. Especially as we see these times getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I'm noticing a lot more people are moving out of desperation and not out of a planned, dedicated decision. I've spoken about this. You can't wait until your plan fails to try and do something else. Because if you're waiting for your plan to fail, you don't want to be like the 5 foolish virgins. So, is that something that I would consider? Is it something that I could do? Yeah, I could do it. But that word covenant and the seriousness that comes with it, I take my walk very seriously. I take my family very seriously. And I don't like people who play around when it comes to their faith. Wishy-washy people, people that aren't dedicated and devoted to what it is they said they believe. So is it something I would consider? Yes, it is something I would consider, but I take it very seriously. And it's not something that I don't look at a person's situation and say, well, you have a sad story. Okay. I don't do that. I know that may sound rough, but that's the whole point of the decisions that we make in this life. Uh, that's the whole point of understanding you reap what you sow. That's the whole point of putting your hand to the plow. And that's the whole point of, when you hear the warnings, when the watchman's warning, taking heed to the warnings and not pretending like it's not going to happen to you. We are in for some serious times, and slowly the clock is running out. Slowly, time is leaving the it's just sifting away. We need to move with an urgency. But to answer that question, is that something I would consider? Yes, it is something I would consider. Uh, I'm not going to discuss the protocol online. What this and that and the other. It's a case by case situation. It's not a one size fits all when it comes to that. So that's the answer to the question. All right, I'm gonna finish getting some weeds out of these gardens, feeding them to the chickens. They like the weeds a lot. And some of these leaves that are older, they like those a lot too. And then put some more leaves on this soil. All right, bless y'all. Shalom.